Long ago, in a kingdom of rolling hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a young prince. He was clever, kind, and admired by all. But his heart held one unshakable desire to marry a true princess. Now you may ask, what is a true princess? Surely all princesses wear crowns and gowns, sit in golden carriages, and smile at banquets. But no. According to the prince's mother, the queen, a true princess was something far rarer. A true princess, my son, is not measured by crowns or jewels. Her nobility lies in her soul, in kindness, honesty, and above all, sensitivity. The prince listened carefully. He longed not for riches, but for a partner genuine in spirit. And so, with courage and hope, he prepared to set out on a journey to find her. The prince travelled far and wide. He sailed across seas that glittered like liquid sapphires. He climbed mountains where the air was so thin, even eagles seemed to gasp for air. He wandered through markets that dazzled with spices, silks, and music. In every kingdom, he met princesses. There was Princess Valeria of the Eastern Isles, who owned more pearls than the ocean itself. She was beautiful, yes, but when the prince spoke to her about the poor fishermen of her land, she merely yawned and asked for another mirror. Then there was Princess Seraphina of the Northern Peaks, who had hair as white as snow and eyes as sharp as ice. She could recite poetry in 5 languages, duel with a sword, and play the harp all at once, it seemed. But when the prince looked into her heart, he found it guarded, closed, as if her crown weighed heavier than her smile. There was even Princess Amara of the Desert Realms, who greeted him with laughter that rang like bells. She was lively, spirited, and adventurous. But when the prince gently teased her about her love of jewels, she scowled and snapped. A princess must have only the finest jewels. Anything less is unworthy.
Time after time, the prince was disappointed. Perhaps no true princess remained in the world. And so, after nearly a year of searching, he returned home to his kingdom. He carried no bride beside him, only stories of faraway lands, and a heart heavier than when he had left. At first, the prince's return was celebrated. The people gathered in the streets, waving banners and cheering for their beloved traveller. But soon, life returned to its usual rhythm. The prince tried to busy himself. He trained with the knights. He rode his horse across the countryside. He even listened to musicians play in the great hall. But in quiet moments, he gazed out of his window at the horizon and wondered if he would ever find the one he was searching for. The queen watched him with motherly concern. She was a wise woman, and though she didn't press him, she knew his heart longed for something more. And so, life drifted along, until one stormy night. The prince and the queen sat by the fire, listening to the storm batter the castle walls. The guards hesitated. Who would be out on a night like this? But the knock came again, more urgent. The queen signalled for the gates to be opened, and there, standing in the downpour, was a young woman. "I am a princess. Please, may I come in from the storm?" Her name was Princess Alara. She came from a distant land where her father's throne was threatened by a greedy cousin. To protect their people, her parents sent her away in secret, but bandits attacked her escort. She was left to wander alone, until fate and the storm led her to the prince's castle. "A princess, you say? Many claim such a title. How are we to know if it is true?" "I have nothing left but my name and my spirit. Whether you believe me or not, I cannot change who I am." That night, the queen devised the test. Place 1 small pea upon the bedstead. Over it stacked 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds.
Oh my! What is all this?
The towering bed stood so high that Alara needed a ladder to climb it. "Sleep well, my dear." Alara thanked her, weary beyond words, and tried to rest. But no matter how she turned, something sharp pressed into her side. All night long, Alara tossed and turned. She sighed, shifted, and even fluffed her pillows, but the discomfort remained. By dawn, her eyes were shadowed with fatigue. "How did you sleep, my dear?" "Oh, terribly. There was something hard in that bed. I could scarcely close my eyes all night." The prince and queen exchanged a knowing look. The test had worked. Only a true princess, refined in spirit, could feel a pea beneath 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds. The prince's heart leapt, not merely at the proof, but at all's honesty. She had spoken the truth with quiet dignity, without complaint or pride. In her eyes, he saw courage, kindness, and sincerity, the treasures he had sought across the world. In time, the prince and princess fell deeply in love. Their wedding was celebrated with joy throughout the kingdom. Bells rang, music soared, and both nobles and villagers rejoiced. And the pea, it was kept in a glass case in the royal treasury, a reminder for generations to come. And so the tale spread, teaching that true nobility lies not in crowns or riches, but in the heart and spirit.